Hello there, my crypto bit brothers and sisters. It's good to see you today. And we appreciate you coming with us. So Ron called me up. This is Papa Ron over here. He called me up and saying he'd like to talk about something. And I said, well, let's just do it live. Heck, our inspira how do you say that? It's, it's, instantly. I had a brain fart, man. I can't think of that.
Impromptu?
Impromptu. Yeah, we're doing this impromptu, and I think it's going to be about. Hey, it's going to be about Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I wonder why. With all the hype going on the next 3 days, Ron, it's going to be something's going to be happening, right? Is that what you want to talk about?
Well, come August 1st, I just want to make sure that you and I called you to say, hey, are we squared where we want to be? So, yeah, let's talk about it. But before we do get into that, I came across another article yesterday, day before, and it's this LedgerX. It's a new exchange that's got all the approvals done here in the United States to act just like a Securities and Exchange Commission. I mean, Securities and Exchange Commission is to give them all the approval they need. They've crossed all the T's and dotted all the I's, and they're totally compliant with all the regulations.
I have a question on that. Can I ask one?
Yeah.
I I I I'm not sure I like that.
Well, let me.
Doesn't the commodity exchange kind of keep prices down on product and stuff, or
Yeah, they can manipulate and sure. Well, let me tell you just a little bit more about it. And the focus of this video
okay?
isn't
Tell me a
on
little more.
this. I just wanted to bring this up as a news flash.
Okay.
They're only going to exchange like 3 to 5 coins. This and a couple other articles have said about it. Of course, Bitcoin's the main one they're talking about. And what the article kind of refers to, they're backed, I think, by J.P. Morgan and some of the big boys. What this is going to do is allow people to speculate on the price of Bitcoin through derivatives and all those things like the stock market does, which means that the big boys are going to get into this game. We actually did an interview a couple nights ago with the Idaho Bitcoin group, and we kind of talked about this a little bit over there.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Right?
Well, I think it could be good for the price of Bitcoin. I think it definitely could raise it. And folks, we'll have this article and a couple others on it in the description box.
Then you can make up your own decision. Is that it?
Well,
or what?
no, I think. Okay, just take one of these big banks,
Okay,
Chase
let's
or
do that.
somebody, and let's say they
Okay.
and they're buying Bitcoin probably, but let's say they wanted to get into this with $50 million. I mean, do you think they're going to go to Bittrex or Bitstamp or Coinbase? No, these guys need an exchange where they can down some serious money, know it's going to be protected, and with these kind of derivatives and stuff, they could definitely affect the price, I think, at least what I'm catching at this point. So this is just a news flash. Check out the article, and I think it's interesting, though, that where this might be headed. But what I kind of wanted to talk to you about today, Rod, was
Okay.
August 1st, this split coming up, and
Yes, it is.
I was thinking about who the players are and what's going on with that. August 1st, we got into earlier. It was Segwit 2X and BIP 148, and now it's switched over to BIP 91, and now there's a hard fork just announced with this new coin called Bitcoin Cash that's gonna have a separate chain off of Bitcoin on August 1st.
Yeah.
It won't include Segwit. They want to have 8 megabit blocks, which is huge. I mean, isn't that almost like a terabyte worth of storage or something? I mean, it's just huge. So when they fork on the 1st, they're not going to have SegWit, but they want bigger blocks. And it's mainly, I think, derived from the miners. Bitmain has made a couple announcements. Bitmain is the biggest supplier of all mining equipment in the world.
Yeah.
They're huge. They come up with all the new technology and all that. And they also have, let me pull this chart up here. They also own 2 of the biggest mining pools in the world, meaning the miners.
Yeah.
And these are the people that have kind of been going against SegWit. They're the ones that are making all the fees right now. They're making a lot of commissions, so they're kind of bucking the developers a little bit. The developers are in the core group of Bitcoin. But I believe that Bitmain owns this pool here and one of these down here. I think they own about 30 or 35% of all the mining that goes on is part of Bitmain's associated with that. And Bitmain they haven't aligned themselves with this Bitcoin Cash, but I think their philosophy is more headed this way. Now, folks, if I need to be corrected in the comments, please do, because we're just trying to understand this ourselves. So August 1st, you got this split. You got Bitcoin Cash. Now, folks, any of you that have Bitcoin, and there's been announcements by most of the major exchanges, like come on, what is it? It's CoinDesk. Come on, help me out, Rod. What is it?
Bitcoin?
No, the exchange. Coinbase. And they own GDAX. They came out and made a strict announcement that they are not doing anything at all with Bitcoin Cash.
No, they're not.
But other exchanges, most of them are shutting down for a day or so during this, till it all gets kind of sorted out on August 1st as far as what direction they're headed. So Bitcoin Cash, and then there's a lot of people say that's just going to be another altcoin. And it might be just a flash in the pan, and it might, there's some speculative trading on it already where it's been up to $400-500 a token already, or coin.
Wow.
Even though it's not out yet. It's just hype, I guess. So then, after August 1st, we get through that. Now, folks, if you have Bitcoin, you're also going to have a Bitcoin Cash at this break on August 1st on that other chain.
Yeah, won't that be kind of hard to get, though? You got to go through a bunch of
No, I don't think so. I just think you automatically have it. I think and how that works, I don't know, because
to get it though, you got to jump through a bunch of hoops. At least there's some stuff I read on it. I thought I could be wrong.
I don't know if it's a bunch of hoops or if it's just saying, hey, like I said, we didn't go through the Ethereum fork, so I don't know how it kind of takes place. But no, I don't think it's going to be a big obstacle, Rod. I think that all of a sudden you have Bitcoin Cash now on that chain. And I don't know. But as soon as we find out how that works, we'll get on and do a video on it.
Okay, that sounds good. Because I'd like to know.
Yeah.
Because the way I understood it, there was a bunch of hoops you got to go through.
Well, I'm sure there's something that you got to show that you had Bitcoin or something. Anyway, it's just best, folks, to keep safe through the first and see how this transpires. There's guys out there with a lot more knowledge than us that I'm sure will have some videos on it too.
Yeah.
But then, of course, on the one side, we'll have SegWit, I think, to kind of speed it up, but we're only going to have 1 megabyte blocks. So 2 or 3 months down the road, there's a possibility of another split.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, to those 2 megabyte blocks. So there might be another split a couple months down the road again. We might end up with 3 Bitcoins.
Really?
Yeah, it's real confusing. I just don't know why the developers and the miners and all these guys.
So it'll be Bitcoin 1, 2, and 3.
Could be, yeah. But you know, I just think at times it either gets down to greed or pride, just human nature, why these people can't work together and solve these things for the betterment of the industry. There's so many new people and it's just confusing to everybody.
It'd be good for humanity anyway.
Yeah.
It'd be good for this little old puppy.
So anyway,
puppy, I may say.
The ones with the 8 mega blocks are going to be the miners and maybe Bitmain, even though they haven't associated themselves totally with that, but they're generally on the miner side. And then on the other side, you're going to have the developers, Segwit, I think, and then a couple more months we might have another split. Anyway, we just want to touch base with. I want to touch base with you, Rod, and kind of fill you in, and maybe once this video is over, we can.
This is an eye opener here, man. I hadn't read that stuff.
Talk a little bit and.
Yeah, this is wonderful, Ron. Thank you for sharing that with me, man. Yeah. You the man. You the man.
All right, folks. We'll check in here next couple days, and more information we get, we'll let you know.
Hey, before you leave, my crypto bit brothers and sisters. Be sure and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And be sure and push up that thumbs up button. We love them thumbs up button. Pound that sucker.
If you do subscribe, hit that bell up in the right corner, and then you're notified of any live shows we do or any of that.
Yes, so live.
Okay, folks, thanks. Good night.
God bless.